Hello, my name is Kriostyx, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. And from the sound of it, it feels like we haven't have another rainy day upon us, which is good. Again, in this game, rainy days are fucking awesome because they save you a lot of trouble when it comes to watering your crop, and which means that we're probably fine in with what we're carrying right now. To our valued Joja Mart customers, our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you that our drilling operation is entirely legal pursuant to initial L61091 Jojico Amendment. Responsible stewardship of the local environment is our top priority. We apologize for any inconvenience this accident may have caused. As always, we value your continued support and patronage. Morris, Joja Customer Satisfaction Representative. Fair enough, then. Okay, the few things we can do now is we could continue cleaning up our fields here, which we need to do at some point, but actually, well, I should actually take the wild seeds here. But another thing we could do is, when we have planted this one wild seed we have here, just come on, because why wouldn't we? So there you go. So I'm thinking maybe we could go do a couple of things. One, go fishing, and second, we could, while we're there, outside in the rain or wherever, we could perhaps see if we can meet at least some of the people of the village or whatever this is. And also, while we're here, pick up any of these stray daffodils or other items which may or may not be encountered, because, again, mixing those will create wild seeds, which are useful. Not essential, but if I can get that, I might as well. Most of the places aren't yet open, I think. But what's that? No, not... Oh. Oh, we have birthday. I didn't remember we had birthdays for the NPCs. That's actually pretty interesting. Okay. So, hi, Mr. Remind me again? Pierre. Hey, it's Mr. Kriostyx, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, owner of the local general store. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I'll also buy produce from you for a good price. Sure. How much was the backpack again? I forget. 2,000. I'll need to get that. The first thing I'll ever buy is that, so no seeds or such yet. But we can buy those things from here, and eventually we will, at least by the very latest I feel in the summer. We'll see if we have enough time to do it on the spring, but catalog provides unlimited access to all wallpapers and floors. Curious. Okay. I could also sell my daffodils and dandelions, but I don't think it's very useful because, indeed, I'll need those if I want to craft the stuff. I know I also would have needed the leeks, that's true. I'm not trying to remove that fact, but I absolutely needed the energy at the beginning there. But let's just try this here and see if we can get a fish. We are a very starting level fisherman, of course, so, you know, we'll see how it goes, but, ooh. Oh. Come on. It's like, it's hard to explain while I'm doing it, but, ooh. A smallmouth bass. Yay! And fishing is actually a good way to keep your energy up, because you can just eat the fish raw. We don't have, apparently, you know, parasites in Stardew Valley then, or such, but also, it's a fairly decent way it's not the best way, but it's a decent way to make money at the beginning, because you can also sell the fish you are not. Oh crap! That's a yeah. So a starting level fisherman can't quite catch the more difficult fish. You see, that's the small problem of what we have going on here. Ooh, green algae or algae, whatever. That's the equivalent of seaweed, but in which is in fresh water in this game. So that's where that comes from. And also, as far as I understand, in it depends on the weather what species of fish you can get. Some probably are and that sound was a new record because it was the biggest fish of the type I've gotten. Oh god, yeah, that's a bit hard. Oh yeah, and the treasure, good luck getting that, because this fish is going places. Nope, yep, nope. So, you essentially hold down X to put the sort of meter up, and let go to make it go down. And if you keep the meter on top of the fish, then you'll fill the meter, and when the meter is full, you get the fish, like so. And the same thing applies for the treasure, but you need to sort of do both. Shad. Hi, kid. Oh, you're not a kid. Okay. Hey, kid. The name is Pam. Well, hi. I'm fishing. Don't bother me, please. You'll scare the fish. Okay. And if one gets the treasure box, then one needs to... Right. Then one needs to sort of deviate from catching the fish into catching the treasure box, and then go back to getting the fish. I don't know if you still get the box if the fish gets away. If you have gotten the box during the minigame, I'm not sure. I haven't actually tried it that way, but well, it's always the best option to try and get both, you see. And I am aware that there is that river next to my farm, but from my last game I kind of learned that the a 24-inch shad, new record, that the waters in your own farm area are not very good fishing waters. They mostly bring trash or broken CDs or driftwood, which is useless. It's just trash, which, I mean, I'd love to use it as, say, firewood or something, but apparently no. The only semi-useful thing I got in my other game from a pond, which was in my farm area, was a Joja Cola can, which wasn't exactly, valued very highly, but one you could sell it for at least something, and it did give you a little tiny bit of life and energy, so that's pretty much it. So I'll test the sort of home river at some point, I will, but I got a feeling it probably will not be extremely helpful because of getting the fishing skills up, or getting valuable or useful things to either sell or eat from it. But it is indeed a pretty quick way to get food, because okay, so I might be able to get that. Ooh, fuck, come on. Oh, I got it, yeah, awesome. We have treasure! Which, it can be really anything I've found so far, so let's see. Ooh, we have wood and stone. That's 3 and 4 of those. That's not a lot. That's not extremely useful, but it's something. Usually it is better than that, though. I have had geodes, rare minerals, copper, and when I mean rare minerals, I mean like, I don't know, earth crystals or you know, that sort of stuff, or calcite or whatever. So there are actual treasure minerals as well, which are not as such, at least in my understanding, not as much usable in actual crafting. They're more like treasures, or maybe very rare crafting things in some really odd stuff. So, you know, uh, indeed, I don't know everything about the game. I just oh, and that's the thing I got once from my home pond, Joja Cola, which that fills up my inventory, which means I should probably get back, or at least sell some of that stuff. Come on, let's see here. So Joja Cola gives 13 energy and 5 health. It says it's trash, but it has a value. I can actually maybe even prove that if we get to the store here. If you're still open, you are. Well, he's open, but sometimes he's no longer. Oh, he doesn't buy the Joja Cola. It's an a role playing thing, I guess. Then, but I believe I can sell the Joja Cola for something. Let's see here. Let's just go. I know. The world is very scary, but let's see here. So, if we put the Joja Cola in there, with... So what should we keep? They are of a similar type, these, in usefulness, but we have more of the bass. So let's just keep those and sell the algae and the other fish. And while we're here, let's store the daffodil and the other flower, because we could use them at some point. Dandelion. I can just eat dandelions. That's actually pretty curious. Okay, 124 wood. I wasn't carrying wood when I left. I thought it was like 3 wood when I must have been carrying wood. I must have just missed it. That has to be the case. I just a brain fart. I'm sure that has to be the case. Okay, but let's keep the other fish in our inventory to have energy to keep on going. And while we're here, let's just drop these stones because they're in the way, and sometimes there's something useful in them as well. So let's see here. Okay, so this is a good spot to prove the point, or at least test the point. Usually this gives trash or other useless stuff. Let's see. Or at least it did so in the pond of my other game. I don't know about this one yet. We'll see. When it feels like biting. Oh, my reflexes got the best of me there. So far, it doesn't really. It hasn't seemed to me to be the case that the placement of your. Oh, it is a fish. That's actually really good, because trash just come. Oh wow, that's all. I swear, I had 2 ponds in my home farm, in the standard farm game that I had before this. Those ponds, I tried, well, there's the driftwood, but nonetheless, I tried a lot in those. Like, I got, say, 30 items from there, 0 fish, and all of the items were trash and 1 Joja Cola. So, wow, that is interesting. Okay, but it does seem that this eats a lot slower, though. Maybe, I'm not sure. But it does save me the trip to the outside of my farm, so that's actually kinda interesting. Huh. Who would have known? I'll take 1 more fish and then I'll clear up maybe a bit of the rest of my field here, or my lands here, because now I have the... Yeah, fine. Driftwood. Whatever. So, because now I have the means to take some energy from my fish that I can now eat to keep on doing this for until, you know, when the game says I'm too tired. In terms of clock, not in terms of energy. Okay, good, awesome. But we should probably, well, I might as well prove the point here. The Joja Cola will not give stuff, but, sorry, they should give something for the Joja Cola, but Driftwood, I believe, is completely worthless. The other stuff, I think I'll, I think I'll keep the rest to just eat them. We'll see how much that one type of fish gives. And yeah, because I have only one of each of the other ones, so I'll get the energy and remove them from the inventory fairly quickly. So that's a good thing to do. Okay, and until it gets too late, I'll clear up some of this mess in here. Hopefully getting something useful out of it in the process. There you are. And give stuff. Come on, there you are. And I believe the wood cutting is also a skill that can be improved in the game. I feel like it takes a lot of doing, though, but you can. It'll eventually, like, increase the amount you get from chopping wood, or I think that there's actually a choice between what you'll get as the bonus of accomplishing those levels of experience. Yeah, it's not exactly, it is not superfood, but it's food. It's helping me a little bit. And I'm also not exactly sure if the experience levels rise only by the merit of you doing it, or will it get... Because it seems to me that it might be also tied to how much you make money from selling the items you have gotten through fishing or woodcutting or farming or mining or such and such. I think it's also tied to that, but don't quote me on that. I haven't checked the wiki on that. It just feels like it. So that's the story there. Okay, and oh, it's a wait for my return on the dawn of your 3rd year, Grandpa. I feel like there's almost a Lord of the Rings reference there, but I don't think it was the 3rd year in those movies, though. Oh well. Okay, it's 11:10. It's actually getting pretty late now. I should probably get back. Unless there's something real useful I can just quickly do here. Well, I got this done, and give me some stone from there. But yeah, I should now get back. I forget what's the exact cutoff point, but I think midnight is starting to be pretty close to that. So let's just see if we can not risk it. Ooh, level 2 foraging, +1 axe proficiency, and new cooking recipe, survival burger. And level 1 fishing, +1 fishing rod proficiency, and that's good because it actually gets much easier, the fishing part. Okay, and now we can actually check. Yeah, the Joja Cola gives 25 gold. I believe I'm kind of covering the names of the items there, to be honest, but 3 shad give 180, and 2 driftwood give nothing. That's the gist of it there. And green algae, 3 of them give 45 gold. Okay. There we are then. And considering the fact that we are trying to get to 2000 gold, I wonder if there's like a quick way I should make money. Well, thanks for the wake up. Okay, and we have Another message here. Dear Farmer Kriostyx, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's really a nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. Continued on the next page. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen you'll be able to cook any recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Your local carpenter, Robin. Oh wait, was it? Oh, okay, sure. Well, I actually like the soundtrack of this. It's lovely. Oh, and there's a new tree here. I should probably chop it down for good measure. Oh, and I have some seeds. Oh, speaking of seeds, it's no longer raining, so I should actually go back and get the watering can. Give me a hot second. Watering can. You're here, correct? Yay, and you're full of water too. So remove all the extra stuff, but put the mixed seeds again into the ground because they give the resources I need to keep on doing work here or sell them. Well, there's also a option. So there you go, and come on. And this is kind of the boring part of doing this. Luckily, I don't have a huge farm yet, so watering this stuff isn't a huge deal. It's like less than 30 seconds, I think. But when you get like a 8x8 square of things and you need to water every single square, that's when it gets like here. That is quite something right there. It's actually a pretty curious spot because there's a lot of rocks here, and again, especially in these early on moments, getting some coal and copper is well there we are. Getting those is not the simplest thing in the world. You can do it, but you get more of those from the mine. But in the mine there's monsters, and in order to survive the monsters, you would be better off having some kind of a solid, you know, income of food, so you have healing items and such when you're going there. So I maybe wouldn't go down there right this second yet. Well, we might need to work our ass just a bit before I do that. And we have 2 geodes already and 3 coal. That's actually pretty well, I think. And a couple of more geodes. That's lovely. That's a lot better than I expected. Good. And let's just get this done here. I just love to have a clean field of my own, you see. So let's just get this done. And here we are. Much better. And although I am kind of full of stuff at this point, so if I get, say, copper, I'm kind of out of luck with that. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I probably shouldn't chop down any more trees right this second, because otherwise I'll get acorns and such, which I can't carry at this point. So, arr. Okay, so let's just get the simple stuff out of the way and hope real hard I get more mixed seeds from these bushes. We'll see. Fiber is good too, because we will still need the scarecrow, so there is that. But well, let's just get the show on the road. But come on, give geodes or coal. Copper would be good too, although I can't carry that this second, but copper is essentially the next tier of items that I can get. The copper watering cans, the copper hoe, copper pickaxe, copper that, this and that, so that's actually a pretty good thing to try and get at least. But we will see. But eventually copper will be fairly common in the mine. It's not everywhere, but there's actual nodes that'll help me get those much easier than I am getting them here. I don't think I've had any copper, to be honest, so far. But that's fine. Because making copper tools also uses up a lot of money. And that's something we don't have yet, and we need to save up for the backpack first. And that's actually the kind of pond I had in the other game, and that gave only trash and useless stuff, so turns out a river is apparently better. Which is good to know. There we are. And you... and... clean... oh, that almost fell to the water. If an item drops into the water, that item is lost forever. That's kind of annoying sometimes, but you know what you're gonna do. Let's eat the rest of the basses here to get some more energy to deal with our lands here. There we are. That also means we'll probably need to do some more fishing in our next episode to get our... oh! Well, what do you know? We have some copper reserves here. That's good. That's really good. I'll get the basic stuff out first for the simple reason that... well, actually, now I have room for it because I ate the fish, so... yep. 3 copper. That is awesome. I love it. I just forgot. Yeah, this was the hill place, so the game did mention that we have mining opportunities. I actually kind of I assumed that either they would just be more rocks, or maybe there would be a small cave with a couple of stones. This is even better. We can do it in broad daylight and get some nice oxygen. And actually, my energy reserves are so low, I might as well use it on getting the curious stuff, the geodes and the copper. So there we are. We have 12 copper, so that actually that translates to... ooh. I think I'm kind of too exhausted to do more. I don't want to risk getting over-exhausted, because then I'll again wake up with much less energy than I started out with. But that one wood I can do, but that's all I can risk. Ooh, but we got a lot of done. And, oh crap, that's... man. Do I have enough to... I don't want to... I'll plant the mixed seeds after the next episode, unless... I don't think I have any food in the box. I have the one flower I could eat, the dandelion. Oh, no, wait, I do have. I have potato. Give potato. Let's change it up with... yeah. And put, say, copper, coal, stone, fibers, the watering can, wood. Eat 1 potato. There you go. And let's go put the 2 mixed seeds in the ground, and that'll be the crunch of our episode, yes. Oh well, but there we are. And it's important. It's oh crap, I put the watering can back in the... give me a hot second. Crap. I'm a forgetful person, I know, I'm sorry. Okay, just get in there. Give watering can. Give. Okay. And here we are. And now we get the... there we go. Now we're good. And we might as well spend the rest of our energy out so we get all the possible use out of our potatoes there. So let's just... oh crap. Let's just clear up a bit of this to get the resources. Here we are. And I know, starting to feel exhausted. One more. Oh crap, one more. There we are, but no more. Oh crap, I lost it. Fuck. Okay, good. Crap, but... and actually... since now I have a box, and again, I have to stress that I can get wood pretty easily when I really need it. I could probably sell enough of my basic resources now to get to the 2,000. Let's, I wonder what would be a good amount of stone to just sell, but let's say, for example, say 50. That's really all I maybe want to... Well, sap is also really easy to get, because that is everywhere with the trees. If I want to go fell down trees, there's trees in the game and they grow back fast. That's just so we'll sell those because I want to get money faster, and so that I would hopefully get just enough to get the backpack in the next episode, so we can go adventuring a bit more then. Correct? So we get the get the progress done. So let's see if it's enough. Ooh, a level 1 mining, +1 pickaxe proficiency, and a new crafting recipe, the cherry bomb. Very good. There we go. Meaning sap gives 50 of them gives 100 gold. Good. And stone is 50 of them is 100, and wood 362 is 724. Very nice, very nice. So we got 924 out of that, which means we are rich enough to get the backpack. I think, it should be enough. Let's just see that before we go. When it saves the game for us, yes. Yep, 2,200. So, with that, I am all out of time for this episode, and I know the starting is a bit slow, but we got enough to get the backpack in the next one, and that's the important part. But I do hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, please do drop a like or a comment, or even subscribe or share if you want to. It would really, really help, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.